Shredmaster Scott, and this video is about how would Bach play Metallica. We'll take the classic Enter Sandman and reinterpret it using the rules of counterpoint. Counterpoint is essentially the nature of the interaction between two or more musical voices. Popularized in Bach's Fugues and Inventions, the principles of counterpoint provide four variations of a melodic sequence: the prime, inversion, retrograde, and retrograde inversion. Now, the question is, can Metallica withstand a brutal beating from Lord Bach's musical theory? Now let's have a closer look at what's going on. So first of all, we've got the prime, which is just the original. We're in the key of E minor, containing one sharp. And another notable thing here is the flat fifth degree, or the B flat note. It's basically just a blues riff. Sorry, Metallica.
Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight.
Now next we have the inversion, which means we reverse or we flip the direction of all the intervals. So if we go up in the prime, we come down in the inversion. Down in the prime, we go up in the inversion. What in the is going on? The inversion is also known as contrary motion, creating a figure like this, with the two voices moving in opposite directions. Now, retrograde is playing the original riff backwards. This is very challenging if you don't write it out. Because when you write it out, you can see all the rhythms in front of you. But if you look here, this is the end of the retrograde, and if you just look at it going backwards, it's just the main riff forwards. Tits, 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 Metallica. And finally, retrograde inversion, which is inverting the intervals or flipping the intervals of the retrograde. So every time the retrograde inversion goes down, then the retrograde is going to go up. And now for a delightfully heinous variation of Enter Sandman. Let's take the Black album and make it white by playing the main riff in a major key. So there's my ideas on how Bach would play Metallica. Now don't get too anal about these ideas. Remember, music theory is just a tool to stimulate and access your creativity. I'm seeing some bullshit down in the comments like, oh, but you got parallel fifths and octaves and unisons and Bach wouldn't like that. Now, if we live by those rules, playing two power chords next to each other would be forbidden. In other words, all of metal music is So use your best judgment, and remember, in the end, if it sounds good, it is good. Until next time, shred till you're dead. Whoa, 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 cut. What the f was that?